Hello, I am Dr. Ed Hurst, a creative writing lecturer at the University of Hull and a fantasy novelist, and I have been asked to answer what are my top 5 fantasy authors. Okay, number 1 on my list, in no particular order, is Joe Abercrombie. Joe Abercrombie writes grim-dark fantasy full of magic and blood and guts, and it's been really inspirational in my own work as well, really looking at the human side of fantasy where there are no winners, no right and wrong, just the humans underneath it all. My number 2 favourite fantasy author at the moment would be Anna Smith Spark, who on Twitter is Queen of Grimdark. You can see a theme emerging here. She writes really evocative prose and she's got a real strength in fight scenes. It's a really exciting way. The swords are clashing, the magic is flying, and you get all this excitement building together into these really excellent packed chapters. Number 3 on my list of favourite fantasy authors is Robin Hobb. Now, Robin Hobb is someone I've been reading ever since I was really small. She's written the fantastic Farseer trilogy, she's written the Ships of Magic series, and she's got a really good sense as to how to unpick these fantasy concepts and tropes that we take for granted. So the idea of a prince or an assassin, she makes them so exciting and so fresh in her work. Number 4 on my list of favourite fantasy authors of the moment perhaps has to go to Brandon Sanderson. Brandon Sanderson writes big, epic, sprawling fantasy, and he's got a really clear sense as to how the magic works in his world. If you're a student of writing and you want to know how to write really engaging magic systems, then Sanderson's got a really good sense as to what hard magic really looks like. And number 5 on my list, in no particular order, is N.K. Jemisin. N.K. Jemisin wrote the Broken Earth trilogy, and she's got a really fantastic sense of experimentation in her writing. There's a really wonderful culture that she builds in her novels, and they really crescendo with a really interconnected plot with lots of mystery right at the heart.